it just gets set to 0, which is words and sentences. So they'll get sentences anyway once I run the script to get all the old completed videos sentence stuff in there. But then just type 1 is words only, type equals 2 is sentences only. So I think at the moment probably don't need to do anything, because even on the iOS app they will still get the sentences. They just won't be able to just do only sentences.
That's fine.
Right.
Good.
So yeah. 坐月子.
Brilliant word.
Yeah, actually, I on the web the new web app, I started looking into the flashcard right now.
Nice.
By the way, if in the flashcard, when right now I can see we don't need to choose correct or incorrect anymore, right? We just show them from 1 to 6.
Yeah, that was just something because since Felix has started this classroom, so we've kind of got, I guess, a group of students that Felix is kind of talking to directly, and then this is just a couple of, and also there's like hotkeys, so you don't need to use the mouse to use the flashcards.
Very good stuff.
But it's kind of there's some little bug somewhere which I have no idea where it is.
Charlie, I click space here, and then it reveals, and then I click number 1, then it's don't know, space, number 2 forgotten, space, and then I click a number 1 to 6. It's very cool. Just so you know.
I think Chris is not coming yet.
No, we can start without him. That's fine. I'm recording this. He'll say.
Yeah, I think we can continue, right?
Yeah, I'll call him one more time. Yeah, let's do that. Charlie, do you want to start? Maybe. How's it going for you?
Yeah, maybe we can start from looking at my place, and I think I would like to take off a bit earlier today.
Yes, please.
I think you can go your screen and you can play yourself.
I will play it myself.
Just input the test address. Yeah, the study V4. This is the test site.
V4, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you are in the dark mode, so it's dark mode. The website too. So it's black. No, I think the learn page and the flashcard page is what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
I will focus on the learn flashcard, and then the dictionary, and then the dialogues. Once this 4 main stuff is done, I think we can kind of release this the new as a new version, or kind of an option. Nice. And then see what we have to do to make it all work, and then we can officially release the new version.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
I want to show you also, if you look at like, so 2 things that people struggle with. One student, he still did like chapter 1, lesson 1, and then he thought that was it. He didn't understand that there was lesson 2 and 3. He had 2 very good suggestions there. One suggestion, first one, would be, instead of calling them, if we go up here, I wanted to bring this up to everyone. So instead of like, because it's chapter 1 to 5, and then it's lesson 1 to 4. I think instead of calling them lesson 1 to 4, A, B, C, D. So lesson A, B, C, D. What do you think about that?
It's not a big difference to me.
Yeah, I'll change it then, just so you guys know. I'll change it. Then I also want to show you, if this is not as a student, hold on, preview as a student. The other thing would be, when you finish, like, go to here, then, oh, sorry, that's too much. This is like lesson 1, I see. Then it would be very nice if you look at this Udemy course, they show you everything on the right here.
Oh, the whole.
Yeah, so they would create. Maybe what we can do is we can show lesson B here, and then we can grade out. And then when they click lesson B, then we go to lesson B, just like this.
I get your point. You mean to show a bit more lessons in the chapter probably.
Yeah, because it would, first of all, like when they finish this lesson summary, then they should obviously go to lesson 2. But it would also be nice to see, also for students to be like, okay, so in this chapter, it goes this far, then this is the end of the chapter, like down here maybe.
Okay.
It's just a scroll menu like this. What do you think about that?
I think it's I think it's more clear. It shows a bit more content about the chapter instead of just lesson 1. Yeah, I think about this and then try to update the sidebar probably to show a bit more about the chapter content in this lesson page.
Yeah, very nice. You can try to like grade it out also, like fade it away almost, so it's not as clear. So they understand that this is the main lesson. This is what comes after. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
I will write this down first.
Good.
And just quickly on that overview page,
Which one?
just the tones above the lesson overview is the.
These
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know why this is that an environment. It's not an environment or.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know? You don't have
I think they should just be. They're not even in order, right? They're like.
It's in my local environment. It shows the correct text there.
Okay.
But after I build, it's not showing. So I'm a little bit not. I don't know what happened here yet.
Okay. But I think those are just hard code, right? They're just 1, 2, 3, 4, and neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can just. Maybe I can't remember why I put them in some environment variable, but.
Nice. I like this very much with the little introduction here as well. It's very nice.
Yeah, it looks nice for sure.
Very nice. Thank you, Charlie.
Happy to hear that. So maybe so here you can see the it's like this, and if you click one lesson, it will go to that lesson. If you click the video, the chapter video, it pops up
yes, so
video instead of open new page, because it's kind of a temporary. We don't need a new page for it.
No, perfect. Thank you.
And also the lesson
quiz.
And the quiz is the test pass you can click allow and
nice.
Why is not? Oh yeah, because of the test pass, you write quite a lot of lesson status when you complete. So I think that this is like here I kind of need an endpoint to fetch a bit more details about how you learn, how much you have learned, and what lesson, and blah blah blah. A lot of kind of data from the server.
This is what after completing the level mastery, or
after complete the level mastery and after complete a lesson mastery. There is some data. It's already there, but it's because the data they split in different endpoints. So I kind of I will think about this and figure out a better endpoint to increase. To implement. And I also use a slide.
Very nice.
To add some more animation.
So much prettier than eForce.
Yeah, I think eForce is doing too much at the beginning together with the admin, and I know he want to share a lot of code between, but when I do it, I don't need to think that much, so I can focus on more
Yeah.
of these details.
Yeah, this is perfect. I love the setup where Aoife does the foundation, and then you sort of you make it look sexy. It's very nice. If you don't mind. I want to also, so let's say you go all the way to domino courses. There's, I don't know what the back button here should mean. It should be much clearer.
Yeah, back to study
Go
maybe.
back. Yeah, so then it should say study.
Back to study. Yeah, this is kind of
Yeah.
where you come from. Because if you here, if you select a course, if you go back, it's actually go back to the course page instead of the back to study.
So then it should not be an arrow, and they should just say maybe back to study or something. Or maybe, yeah, the arrow can stay, but then back to study you should add. It's the same as continue progress, no? Same button.
Yeah, this is some functions is not implemented yet. And yeah, this is the
nice. But then, yeah,
the
nice.
page. And
there are a few things like the back button. Now it's good. Maybe you can say, I know that this arrow means back, so you don't need to write that it means back. Maybe you can write what it goes back to. So you can say view courses or something. So back arrow and then view courses. And then here, it should say view level or what is it? View. What does
course. This is actually the course.
Oh yeah, sure.
Course.
Maybe always add the this guy here, the house. So if I'm here,
okay.
I'm like level 10, then I just want to go back to the course. I have to click like here, and now I can go back. Maybe just always the house.
Yeah, I will.
Have a click through this a little bit and have a feel. Very ugly picture here. Very badly pixelated.
Yeah, and this image, this thumbnail is too low quality. It's like
very bad.
It's like 200 pixels wide. I think you can.
Tell me where to upload it, and I'll fix it.
Yeah, we can have 70. We can have high resolution. It should look beautiful and clear.
Yes, beautiful is important.
Well, I think is that that's the course, right?
Yeah, that's a course.
I think if you look on the endpoint, it should return 2 URLs for the video thumbnail. I think there should be like a thumbnail one, which I used before because the course video was only 200 pixels wide. But I think there's like a thumb URL, and maybe it can maybe
I will remind you or ask you later.
I think there should be a high quality and like a thumbnail image for all the videos.
Nice.
Yeah, and
nice. I can give you more feedback later on, Charlie. I can record I can take some screenshots and stuff. Because there's like here it says, but I think you can find these on your own if you just look. Studying, like, am I studying all of these?
No, it's not complete yet.
I think Felix, I don't think it's probably a waste of your time to
look at
spend too much time looking at this site at the moment, because I think there's, Charlie's kind of in the middle of doing stuff, and then point stuff out, probably things that he's already will get to, but has not got to yet.
Cool. So Charlie, you tell me. I'm very happy not to spend my time on this. You tell me when you want feedback, and I will give you feedback to the moon.
Okay. Sure.
Good. Thank you. Excellent. Now, guys, I want to. Charlie, do you have anything else?
And I think it's the flashcards. I start to work a little bit on that. I think you will love it.
Very nice. Okay.
It's
the autoplay, excellent, very sexy, and then just do 6 of these instead, maybe. Remember?
Yeah. It's the same line.
Nice. Now remember, Aoife just changed the order. You have to discuss that on your own, decide which one.
Mm.
If it's left to right or right to left.
Yeah, I mean, because well, basically that original design that is kind of here, which what we had before was the same as what Plica use on the app. I think that's more because it's kind of thumb friendly, so it's easier to, if you've got 6 buttons, then maybe it's a little bit too small to push. But then you do have full system up, and then having numbers 1 to 6 above them, then it kind of makes sense to keep them the same order as the keypad on the keyboard or whatever. Yeah. But just just when you turn them over, just you should get the tone color.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Which it's already there, I think. And then because you can get the tone color array from the user object, and then for the pinion and then the character.
Yeah. We'll work on that.
You guys are so smart. Nice. Okay, that looks good. Just have a look at like we said, at the live site, because there's a few functions more now. Okay.
Yeah. The level lesson filters and I think that's kind of all for me.
Perfect.
Update. Yeah.
Excellent. This looks so good. Nice. I also don't know what it looks like if it's not night vision or not dark mode, but I think
you can change your system.
Why do I do that?
To system preference to automate it. I think it's
system.
Well, maybe it's easier to just do it on Chrome, right? Just go to Chrome preferences and then set Chrome to light mode rather than system appearance, and then I think it usually follows your system, but then you can just force it to be light mode somewhere. I think should be
search dark or
dark. Is it called dark mode?
Oh, mode.
Yeah, I can't find anything here.
No,
maybe there's no choice. Maybe it is linked to your system.
Either way, I like it very much. I don't like this though.
Yeah. Just look at the bright mode. Light. You can click the Apple icon on the top left. Select preference, system preference. On your system preferences.
Other left. Other left.
Sorry. I was looking for I don't know why I thought that was an Apple thing. Okay, then what?
General. Yes, select auto.
Look at that. Okay, yeah, now it looks a bit weird. Very nice. Yeah, okay, cool. I like the dark mode more, I think. Looks more exclusive. Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe make it more easy to access. Maybe just like a switch somewhere they can go. Like maybe here in the bottom.
Yeah, I think the system preference should be a fallback, right? And then they can also, in local storage or something, save the be light modes or.
Yeah. I think so too.
That would be nice. That would be very nice. Cool. Nice. Anything else, Charlie?
No, that's all. I will keep working on this.
Very nice.
Yeah, and
very nice. But I want to tell you guys about. Let me talk for not more than 10 minutes about the classroom. So, what I did was, I want every time somebody comes to our website, it will be like this. Do you know about Udacity?
Udacity.
Yeah, Udacity. It's like Udemy but better, and it's like Stanford and Harvard professors. And eventually, what I'm trying to do now is come up with a system where it's scalable. So not just me teaching, but everyone else can teach as well, and we can have plenty of students at the same time. And in that case, eventually, when you log in, like this is what you'll get. Something like this. Like every week, when we're big enough, I want every week every course will take like every student, every group we can call it, or every course will fit 30 students. And then as soon as we have 30 students, we will start a new course. And then eventually, like, you can sign up and like, oh, we're starting a course every Monday when we have enough students. And what you get then is just like this. What they're doing here is basically they're giving you a non-degree program, but they're not they can't do the same as a university, but they can give you the same knowledge. So they basically give you their own certificate at the end, and you can use it on your resume and stuff. And so it's more of a university course almost. So we have a syllabus that you follow. You have to send in assignments. You have graded tasks. Your teacher gives you an exam at the end, and so on and so on. And then you can sign up for like 1 month, or you can sign up for the full course, which is 5 months, or the program, which is like 2 years. And then you can see here is like what you'll be studying. And so in that case, what I'll do then is here they call it like data modeling or cloud data warehouse, and then this would be like Chinese learning, like Chinese beginner, and then 2 months later would be the next, or the new course, which would be like intermediate Chinese or something. The idea here is that we have, like, similar to these guys, we will give them a teacher to practice with, and we'll give them students to practice with, and we'll give them a study schedule, we'll give them a diploma at the end, we'll grade them as well. We'll give them all the best follow-up, all the best tools to learn Chinese. If they also want to learn Chinese on their own and they don't want a certificate, and they think, oh no, I don't want anyone to study with, they can always study on their. You can always click, I don't want this, and just so somewhere here we'll have an option like study, self-paced study, and then you can always come back to what we have now, which is the $3 or the $5 or $7 one. I always want people to be able to do this. This way we can still get a lot of students. But this way, if people sign up for this, at the end here, I can show you what it would look like more or less. So here you can sign up for a course, and this is what they charge then. So this is a course. It's a 5-month course, and then you pay per course, then you pay this much. If you pay per month, you can pay this much. I'm thinking we'll do it like $99 per month or something like that. And then we'll have one teacher teaching 30 students at a time. And then they can have, like, we've calculated a little bit. I think we can have about 150 students per teacher. That means we can make about one per student. We can make about $99, which is good because now we can't really afford Google Ads. But if this works, then we can pay a lot more for every student, so we can be on the top of Google all the time. Because one student can be worth like $200 on average or something, so we can pay a lot more for that. So that's really the whole idea. And I want to show you, this is a little project brief. We have a pilot group now, and there's a lot of steps. If you want to, you can read this later. I'll just skim through it here. What you get basically is you pay per month or per course, but there's a program as well, which is like HSK 5. So then you study for 2 years. Basically with us, full access to the Domino platform included, obviously, like the flashcards and the videos and everything. You get tailor-made studies. I tell you exactly what to study and when to do it, and what to study and how to study. Access to exclusive course books. This is a new one that I made. Also the exercises that Charlie helped me make. We have, like, don't know if you know about these guys, but they're so powerful. I think I have if I may. Here we go. Sorry, grammar references. So I've made a page. This is so good. I'm so proud of this. Every lesson teaches all of these grammar points, and so every grammar point I made a page out of. Right now I haven't made any page bit really, but here you can review this grammar point. We'll have a few quizzes about it, and we'll even sometimes, if it's complex and very important, I'll make a video where I put just on this page. And so we can send this to students individually if they have to work on something in particular. And we'll have everything covered. So later on, teachers will be like, oh, this student has to work on this and this. Then that teacher can just send that student this exercise. I think that's incredible. And let me know if I'm talking too quickly. Okay, so, and then you'll also study. There'll be 30 people in total, and then they can help each other. And you will have one teacher And what we'll do then is on Discord. I don't know if you know about Discord. I can show you what it looks like now. So every Friday, we have a teacher lesson on Zoom. But until then, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they have what I just did now was I had a from 8 till 9 Swedish time every morning. I go into this live study room, and then they can come in and they can ask me any kind of questions or anything. They can also practice if they want to. So that's available 1 hour every day, but every Friday we have a class. And the idea with the class is that they don't review too much, but we practice instead. That's how this becomes scalable. We do the reviewing by giving them homework and grading them and like identifying like, oh, they have to work on this and this, and then we can send them exercises based on that, so they don't have to review too much. In the lesson then on Fridays, we have again one teacher lesson and one teacher class every Friday. Then we'll go through the most important things to review, but mainly we'll just help them practice. There's practice rooms as well. I don't know if you know about this, Corby. You can come in here and you can study. I'm sitting right here. I'm live right now, so anyone can pop into this room and just talk to me. Then we have like a study chat, and then study only in Chinese. Look, it's been like 2 days, and they're already writing in Chinese. Some of these students are incredible. I think especially this girl here. What's her name? Stephanie. She's like 65 years old, and she's from in Canada. So like she studies every night. She gets up at 1 a.m. to study Chinese in Canada. I think she's incredible. And so we have 14 excellent students. So we have one teacher class every week, and then actually 4 it should be, because it's Monday through Wednesday of teacher time where you can talk to me. And so I've written everything down in a teacher document so that we can scale this. So this course I will do, the next course I will do as well. But after that, we want new teachers to teach this program. So here you have the full program, which is from beginner Chinese. So that's one course, all the way to a few courses here in between. And then we end with academic Chinese. And that is HSK 5 also. You can pay per course or you can pay per month. This is the setup, but you already know this much, I think. Watch the video, you watch it online, you review the words with the flashcards. Actually, I can show you. This is probably about easier. This one here, the checklist. Here, I made this document. Everything takes a very long time to make the first time, but now everything's standardized. So you watch level 1, you review it. That's the flashcard. You watch lesson 2, you review it, and for every lesson you should have finished 1 chapter. So for 1 week, that's chapter 1. So on Friday now they should finish chapter 1, and then you have some dialogues to review. I made a document exactly showing which ones and the course book that I've made, and then they come to the teacher class. So that is video plus review. That's homework, and that's Felix. So I have a little schedule for them like that as well. And then the bonus steps are, like I showed you, based on the performance, we will send them grammar points from the WordPress. And then every day they can access me, talk to me. But we also recommend they just go there and study with their own with their fellow or classmates. You can just practice in Chinese, and then the teacher will ask you questions in Chinese as well. I'll make a manual, a guidebook to our teachers that like what they can say by when. Like, so when they reach level 2, chapter 1, you can write these things in the chat only and get them to chat a bit more. Everything will be so meticulous and so detailed. And this is a bit about Discord. We don't have to look at that. This is cool as well, I think. So just like any university out there, we expect you to finish the assigned tasks on time. We charge you money, but we also don't want you to fall behind. If there's a student who falls behind and rarely does what he or she is asked for, that one student will take up like 90% of the teacher's time, and all the other students will suffer. So it's important that everyone keeps up. Now, one of the things we do then is we grade everything that you do. Just like university would, and you get a grade at the end of the course. At the end of every level here, you'll be given an exam, spoken and written. Every student will write the exam alone and submit on a deadline. You also have a spoken exam. Now, what happens based on everything you do, based on the homework, based on how you perform in class, and mainly on the exam, then you will get 4 grades: A, B, C, D. And A means you're excellent. Grade A students, they will be eligible also later on to be Domino teachers. If you're at like level 5, then you can teach students who are at level 1. This is like basically what I'm doing. I'm a former student. Now I am a teacher. And this is what we want to do. So then you can also get a paid job. This is also a paid job for these people if they want one. Basically, we can say that you're investing, because if you, so long as you do what we ask of you, then we will pay you back your money in just a few months after when you start teaching. I think that's,
So is this like kind of a setting up almost like a mentorship program kind of thing? Like
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
Say
sort of
sort of
exactly level should be
suitable,
but
but
if there's
if
5
there's
levels
5
above,
levels,
then we can ask
then we
them,
can ask them,
or if
or if
they've graduated,
graduated,
we can ask them,
ask them
I've got you the course,
to the course,
we want to teach
want to
this
teach this
other course
other
now.
course now.
And then the other
And
thing
the other thing is
students
students
with class will get a scholarship, and they will be able to study the next course for free. I think that's a very good, very cool little neat feature that we'll have. Then B is just good, but we always expect our students to be A or B, again, because Domino like builds on previous knowledge. So the less you remember from the less you remember from step 1, then step 2 will be obviously more difficult, and you will probably struggle even more. So if a student is at C, that is the risk zone, and the teacher then will contact the students and reevaluate the situation. They'll find a common solution. Now, because we have maybe they realize that this student has doesn't have time right now but wants to continue. They reach that agreement. Then what we can do is we can give them a little break, and then because we have so many courses running, hopefully later on, ideally they could just wait like a week, and then they can jump on the next course and just jump in there. That way we can also, if students later on study for like course like academic journeys, but then somehow dropped off, then we can just merge two classes.
Sorry, just quickly, just one quick question: is this something that something you're going to set up in Udacity, or is this something you want to use our own platform for?
I can see that you're scared of me saying that all of this should be written in code on our website. No, first of all, I don't want to use Udacity. Secondly, most of this can be done just by email. One thing that I want to be able to do later on is to be able to survey our students. I've already made a request about that, seeing like, because I need to be able to see like how much time they've spent on the platform, how many flashcards they've reviewed, and so on and so on. But I've already specified that. As for everything else, maybe I'll ask you to set up a system for it. Eventually, I want to have, eventually, but then we can pay for it, and your salaries will be incredible. So you will feel like this is not an issue for me. Eventually, this is something we would like to have more or less on the platform, I imagine, if that's suitable, if it's reasonable.
I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the big change would be, at the moment we've only got users, right?
Yeah.
So you're a user. There's like everyone's a user.
Yeah.
That's the only kind of type of person we've got. They either have a subscription, or they don't have a subscription, but they're all users. So we'd have to kind of change that whole system where you're not just a user. There's like teachers, and then teachers have got classes, and classes have got students in them, and then teachers can see the classes, but teachers can't see classes they're not in charge of, and so it kind of builds up the complexity. But I mean, it's doable, but it's not like a 2-day job.
It's not simple.
simple.
I know. Maybe we can bring in someone else as well to help you work with that. But then that means we also, if this becomes necessary, that means we're making a lot of money. Like I want to show you also every teacher, every teacher. I want to pay. Like I want the best teachers in the world. So when I'm done, like by the way, we're starting this course in May. Like I'm doing this now for 1 or 2 months, so I'm prepared with the pilot group. Then in May I want to start, and then so I will take the first group and just pretend that it's an official, like that will just be an official group. But it's just the only exception is I'm the teacher. And as soon as I've started, then the next group will be with like Jian An or a Chinese teacher who I know. If we look at if every student pays $1,000 per month to get to learn Chinese, I think that's much like that's below the market's price. Then that's times 30, and then every teacher should be able to teach 4 or 5 classes. I think 5 classes is reasonable, so that is times 5. So that means it's 150 students. So that's actually 150,000 per month if we can make it that. And I think we definitely are making enough money from every student that we can teach, that we can spend a lot of money and find these students. Much of this will go back into finding new students. I think we should pay about 40 or 30,000 with taxes and everything to the teacher. So we're making about, I think we have an overage of like 100,000 RMB per teacher that we have. And so obviously this will make, finally we can pay you what you deserve, guys. And maybe even bring in another one to help us work with this classroom thing. So I think there's so much potential with this, and eventually once we've done this online, then we can go to companies. We can offer this to companies. We can offer this to schools. We can offer this to like evening courses like we have here in Sweden and elsewhere as well. We can sell this to anyone, so long as we can prove what we're doing is happening actually, because this course is basically promising that you can study HSK4 in twice the speed with the same results. Okay, yeah. Then there's that's it really. By the way, I've made a Domino Classroom page. I might need your help a little bit with this. Maybe what's his name? Alan can help me as well. It's a Q&A here. Then you can meet. I have a little introduction where you have to answer: where do you live? What's the thing you're most proud of? Hidden talent. How would you see yourself at the karaoke bar? Felix or Anne? Everyone just says Anne. Very annoying. Then at the end here, I've tried to build this same Udacity page. Chinese degree in a year. You can enroll now. So time countdown there. This is the estimated time. You can also obviously study a month or a course. What you will learn here, the beginner Chinese, intermediate, and this is what the courses will look like later on as well. It's be the same courses, but just divided more like this. So it's the intermediate, it's the lower intermediate, it's the higher intermediate, or upper intermediate. It's the advanced, and then academic part 1 and 2. And that'll, if you study quite slowly, you study 1 chapter every week. That's like 5 hours of study time every week, including everything. Then it'll take 2 years. And that's the same, that's still faster than if you study full-time university, and we study just 5 hours every week. So what we're promising is like 4 times the efficiency and half the price, more or less. Yeah, and then what the program includes, and then what we want them, and then we just want them to click here. Click either of these degree program. It's per month here, but you pay like that. So you see, we get a lot of money from each student. Still not like if I told you that you can learn fluent Chinese and academic Chinese if you pay us $1,000, I think that's more than reasonable. Yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you were able to follow, and I hope you're still here.
Yeah, still here. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It is very.
It is very exciting.
You can share.
Share what?
Share this document.
Let me share my screen again. So the only thing that I'm living for right now, the only important thing in my head, in my life, is that these 14 students are happy. And whenever they have feedback, I've told them as well that you guys are pilot students. You pay a little bit less, and you get me as a teacher, and I give you a lot of my time, more than usual teachers will. But I want your feedback. So they're doing their best to study Chinese, but also give us feedback on how to improve this course, so that the next iteration then it will be fantastic. Okay, sorry. What document do you want? This about document, you mean?
Yeah, it's this about.
Well, I think that might be useful just to check on the general chat on Slack, right? I think that'd be useful for everyone to have a look at it.
Yeah. then I've made like I'm trying to standardize everything. If you look at this, like I've done a teacher reference, so like describing everything, what they should say and everything, exactly how you should be as a teacher. This is just a coaching book basically. Then I've also made a practice book. You haven't even seen the new course book, but that looks wonderful. Now every teacher will just be able to go through this. This is like level 1, chapter 1. So this is one teacher class will cover this. And then it says introduction. It literally says how long this introduction should take as well. And the class starts, and it's a short class, so it's about 35 minutes long. Just every class here will be like 1.5 hours. We go through the most important vocab. We help them do this and this, and in the teacher document, it tells exactly what they should be focusing on. Teach them a little bit of Zoom. That's where every course will be held. Show your teacher book. We do some exercises that I've written down already. Then we read the story time, and that's it. So every teacher class is literally written down into every last detail here. So I think when I'm done with this, it's taking so long now, but when I'm done with this, like you guys can teach this course if you want to. Yeah.
Well, maybe Charlie. I'm not sure about me.
You should. You can jump onto like level 5 or something later on. It'd be fun to have our own developer in the course. It's not too fast-paced either. You already know.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as you don't keep requesting new features, I might one day be able to carry on studying.
Shut up. I don't pay you to study. But yeah, it's very, very exciting, I think. How do you react to this? What do you think about this?
I mean, yeah, I think it sounds great, and I think it's a good idea to get like just a smaller class to start. I mean, I don't know how big the classes are going to be later on, but if we can iron out the kinks with this first class, like the flashcards and stuff, I think that should be fixed now again. But yeah, having like it's kind of good in a way for me as well, because it's almost like instant feedback, right? Because it's not someone submitting a request and then you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. That's why I appreciate their feedback a lot more than other students, because they're experiencing exactly what I experience later on. They also share this one. It's a master document. This is what every student will have later on. There's like explaining what the mandatory classes are. Those are the Friday lessons, extra classes on Discord, the weekly reminders checklist, clarifications, how I want them to set up their flashcards, what they should do, what steps they should be doing, and then the checklist here. I've shared that with you as well if you want one. I've compared this model to the market, to the Chinese learning market, and there's like italki is the only option really. There are a few other options, but they're like we teach you HSK level 1, we teach HSK level 2, but they don't even teach, like no one teaches even HSK level 4 because it's just such scattered knowledge that no one dares to teach it. Whereas we have a course that follows everything, and it's so predictable how your progress will be very predictable because we have a course set up for you. It's not like sporadic and random knowledge that you pick up. And so and also offering a group class. There's like a lot of people study, like you can study online, one-on-one, two students and one teacher, but there's no one doing it like this online, especially like not for the Chinese or barely for any language really. I think what we're doing here is something completely new, and it's very exciting stuff. I can't stop talking about it, and can't sleep either.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. Let's now you know about that. I've sent you the documents as well. I want to look at. We haven't even started this meeting. Sorry, let's do this quickly. Do you mind? Charlie, if you want to, you can leave, by the way. Or do you know what you're going to work on?
Yeah. Besides some bugs, some feedbacks about the iOS app, I think I just focus on the website right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I think pretty much all the on the admin issues page, everything's kind of assigned to everyone, so you can just have a quick look at that and see if there's any. Just pick them off one by one.
Excellent. Yeah, let's go through Charlie
when you got time.
Current sprint. Have you updated the sign? Okay, you're still working on that. Applying the REST features. Okay. Change payment. Okay. I'll move from Charlie because I noticed none of those are done. Those are bigger requests. Okay. Have you, E4, have you moved anything to completed?
There's a couple of things that are in review. So maybe just maybe just look at those after the meeting. But
Yes. Sorry, I need to take off now.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Yeah. Okay.
Good
all right. See you, Charlie.
See you, Charlie.
Yes. See you.
Okay, but if you're echoing.
Sorry.
You're echoing.
You're echoing a lot.
Oh, I think there's two of me.
Ah, you fucking.
Is there any way you can kick the other one out?
Kick out. I'm kicking out one of you. Hello? I can't hear you anymore, but there's no echo, but I also can't hear you anymore. Where did that go? Hello? 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 Are you here now?
Yeah, kick out the other one, the one that's not called Jim. Don't kick out Jim. Because I was connected to my computer, and then we were going. I was like, I want a cigarette, so I had to come outside, and I've gone mobile.
Excellent. Hello, Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's lesson summary. There's really one thing. I'm still echoing. I'll try and do it. This is very important. Well, first of all, do you know what this means, by the way?
Can you read it out? The screen's
Include.
On the PDF. Yeah.
PDF. I want mine, like eventually. Well, not eventually, but in this sprint. Because I can't do much without it. I have to update them manually every time. And there's a few other things. I can't record lesson summaries properly. Now, the document should look like this when I download it. You know, that I go to vocab and then vocab, and to my email. Good. Then I just try to match like where is chapter 2 lesson 1, where should it start, and then I write these things I typed in manually. It would be very nice if I could include sentences here and grammar points also. Grammar points could just be one row.
Grammar. Yeah. So the grammar points are they also by video? So I mean, what? Yeah. I guess you just group everything by lessons, right?
Exactly.
And then for the level, it'll be level, and then lesson 1, all the vocab, all the grammar points, all the sentences, and then blah 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 blah.
Yeah. So because I want to show you also, I use this document when I make the course book. And I need to know. Like, it would be very nice to see the sentences. It would be very nice to see the grammar points. So I don't have to go up and around and everything. And I also record the lesson summary. It would be very nice for everything is here. Then I could just screen record here. Right now, there's no option for me to really, in a nice way, show the lesson summaries.
Yeah. No, it's very doable.
Thank you.
A little bit boring for me.
Yeah,
boring,
but good. Maybe do lesson 1 A, B, C instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll change.
Well, I don't know. Is that I can't remember if that's by. Is that by the lesson order, or is that the name you've given the lessons?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can check it.
I can check it right now.
Let me just answer
Just
that.
answer that.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Chapter 1.
Chapter
all
1.
good.
All good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no,
say
it doesn't say
lesson 1.
lesson 1 anyway.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, changing it from 1 to A is
That's it.
That's it.
no problem.
Shishia.
Yeah,
But yeah, just add it to the current sprint.
Update dialogues.
I think it's you already. I think you made it somewhere, right?
Link to
Link
individual
to individual
work.
work tasks.
Survey.
Survey.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Oh, you
you
point to this
point
one.
this one.
The survey.
The survey student
as teacher.
as teacher.
Yeah. So okay. So for that one,
Mm.
I think we can do it in like 2 steps, right? So, like I was saying before, changing the whole structure of the users from being users to being users or teachers, and having classrooms and that kind of thing. That's a bit of work.
Yeah.
But in terms of like having an admin, like just an admin page where you can maybe just on the user, if you just type in their email address or something, then you can on their kind of the admin profile page where you can see their subscription and stuff. Then you can also see, okay, hours or minutes studied that week, which would just be the duration of the videos combined, right?
Nice.
And then flashcards studied. Yeah, I can give it like an approximate. I don't think you can have an exact number, but
That's
actually wrote
totals time spent. I don't think that's necessary. You can just show
how many
how many
flashcards
flashcards they've flashed.
I think that's fine.
I think that's fine.
yeah.
That's
And
what
then
we-
That's what we would do.
so I don't know if you want trying to think. I mean, for now, yeah, I can think of 2 options. One is where I add that information to the user profile on admin.
Yeah.
So any user you look up, you can see that. Which maybe would that be something that's useful anyway?
Yeah. Like
Okay, so I'll do that, and then maybe just for this pilot group, I'll just kind of hard code their email addresses. So then you've got one page where you can see all 14 students
Excellent.
on one page as like a kind of a classrooms. Like, I guess what you would see as a teacher once we've split everything up to teachers and classrooms and all that stuff. But for now, maybe you can just hard code it, and then you just get like a quick overview, like the name, email address,
nice.
videos completed this week, flashcards studied, that kind of thing.
Nice.
That
Sounds incredible.
Sounds incredible.
Nice.
Then
like I
like
could
obviously
just
just
on my own
go and search for
every
each
student.
But when we have like
150
150 students, so every teacher has 150 students to keep track of.
Then eventually it would be nice to like target students. These are
like we have 100 classrooms say.
Eventually.
And then
student
Arnold,
he's in
he's in
classroom 14. And then
Yeah.
you can just click classroom 14 and see all those students,
like you said.
That would be the
Yeah,
next
I mean,
step.
like,
And when
eventually you'd kind of log in and you're like a teacher, if you like, rather than being you could be a user, like a student as well. But if you're a teacher, then you'd have like a little button that says classes, then you choose whichever class you're interested in that you're teaching, and then you will see all the students in that class. And then maybe just kind of like the FAQ thing, where you've got like the student, and maybe there's like a very short, the list of all the names, but it kind of just shows the name and how many videos they've watched or something. Then you can just like
Brilliant.
open that, uncollapse that little bar, and then you can see some more information. But I think for now, I'll just kind of hard code that, and then that could kind of end up being the template for a teacher, like a classroom summary page, if you like.
Very nice.
Very
I
nice.
love it.
I love it.
And then yeah, like as a step one, just kind of hard code, just give me the email addresses of all the students in that in your current class.
I'll put them here
I'll put them here right now, actually.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, maybe just add just make like another issue with like the classroom summary page. Create classroom summary page, and then just
Create
in
classroom summary.
Page.
and then just put all the email addresses in the description.
Nice.
And then also, yeah, for on the admin, you don't need to copy and paste. Like if you've got like a bug report,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't have to copy and paste the same thing in like steps to reproduce and like all
I
that
love that.
stuff.
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm like look at it and it's like fuck me, so much stuff, but it's actually just the same thing 3
Oh
times.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Confusing.
confusing and annoy you.
Annoy you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
But okay, so
Okay,
let's
so let's
thank you very much
for
being open, to that.
To that.
Again, if this
Again, if this
project takes
project
off,
takes
then
off, then
fucking,
okay,
I'll buy you a
I'll
villa,
buy you a villa
wherever you
wherever
want,
you want.
and
And
one for you,
one
each
for you,
kid
each
as well.
kid as well.
Okay, so
Okay, so
what?
what?
Like we have
Like
one
we have
thing
one
to work
thing
on
to
now
work
for
on
2
now
weeks.
for
Do
2 weeks. Do you want me to put this
classroom thing?
classroom thing here?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's
That's
kind of
fine.
That's fine.
yeah, because all the information's already like in the database, right? It's just
Nice.
pulling it out.
Nice.
Could
Make it
you?
like-
Could you?
Nice.
Nice.
There's
One thing as well.
I'm not.
I'm not
Actually, sorry.
actually
now,
sorry.
Now,
Now
that
that you are
here, let me.
here, let me.
This should be
This
one
should
of my
be one of my
screenshots.
screenshots.
I just want to go
I just want to
through
go
these
through
with
these
you,
with you. I think.
One second.
One second.
Kind application. Where am I?
Where
There
am I?
we go.
There.
List.
List.
Down
Down
bottom.
bottom.
Okay. There's
Okay.
a
There's
list of
a list of like all the things that
No.
No.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Just go through this.
Just go through this.
This is what
Like
the only
like
things,
the only things that I can imagine
that we want
that
right
we
now.
want right now.
Show sensitive
flashcard, all
on
good.
replay,
On replay,
very good.
very good.
Filter by
Filter by
HKDC,
HKDC.
excellent.
Excellent.
Fix the vocab,
Fix the vocab.
this is what we have right now. We don't need
We
the
don't
entry
need the entry
placement of the
placement
study
of the
schedule.
study
We
schedule.
don't need the referral program. Update the
Update the
design,
design, all good.
Enable gap
Enable gap
sentences.
sentences.
Very nice.
Very nice, actually.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I chucked it in the backlog because it's.
You don't like
You
it?
don't
Okay,
like it?
stick
Okay.
with it.
Stick.
No, it can. I mean, yeah, I think it's doable, but it's like we can't use like the sentence. Like the server side needs to be updated. I think a
Ignore
lot.
it.
Ignore it then.
Ignore it then.
Ignore it then. I thought you said
pitched it
you pitched
earlier.
it earlier, and you were like,
easy.
"This is easy."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why-
and then
that's why I
yeah,
didn't put
I
it.
mean, which I think you most of the time I'm like, yeah, that's easy. And then I actually sit down and be like, oh fuck, no, it wasn't as ever the optimist. I'm like, yeah, 5 minutes, knock that out.
Let's ignore
Let's
that.
ignore that. Stop talking about that then.
Have you done?
Have you fixed these
to
submit on to
clicked
be clicked many times?
No, there's a couple of like a bit annoying. I mean, that's kind of maybe you can just pass that on to Charlie
Yeah,
because
I'll do
it's
that.
I'll
not
do that.
it's not a server thing. It's just it's like just the React site.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
That
Then-
one and also there's another one. I think maybe I just put it for Charlie as well. But yeah, I think I'm not entirely sure when, but sometimes when you on one type of quiz you add an incorrect answer, then you can't submit again.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
funny.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I think that there's a lot of these little things because I don't think it's gonna be super quick for Charlie because he's kind of he's like restyling the entire website, which will just take a while anyway. And then also there's like he's upgraded the React version, so there's like new features which will kind of make stuff a bit more efficient. in terms of like the browser like being a little bit faster and just easier ways of doing the same thing. And I think as he's going, he will, kind of iron out these little bugs as he goes.
Nice.
But yeah.
Okay.
What else is it? Email editor. I mean, I think that one don't need to bother. I think
With the,
we just
what is it? Mailgun.
well, mail. Yeah, I mean, we're not using that anymore. So like everything is just being sent. Well, it's being the email templates are from the server and they get sent via Mailgun. So Mailgun is literally just like a email sender, if you like.
Then what I would like then
is
like now that we are looking for students
and
finding
students,
then want to retain them
as well.
Maybe a place where do you know if
Mailgun can show
like opening rates and
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about. I think open emails, but I mean, it can definitely show emails that have been received.
Nice.
And I think, yeah, maybe just have a look at yourself, because I think it does also record like emails that were opened. But in terms of like editing emails, I mean, it's like something that's probably just like I did before, you know, just send you the templates and then you just tell me what to reword, rather than having to build like an entire interface to edit emails, right? I think it's maybe not worth the
maybe not. No, good. I just want to make sure that I know how to use it. So what I'll do is I'll have a look at the email editor. But then
have a look at Mailgun and then see if you can find out whether you can see whether users have opened emails or not, which I think you can, but I haven't really looked into it that much. But in terms of like wording of emails and maybe a list of like when you want emails to be sent, you know, like just like you know, 1 week after registration, for example, and then you can I can check how many videos they've watched, and if they haven't watched more than 10 videos, for example, then I might send them. You can send them automatic email being, hey, you registered, you haven't finished the end of the first free course, kind of thing, come back.
Nice.
But that kind of thing, it's like kind of I guess you want the content, like the text or the content for the email when you want to send it, and then why would you want to send it? Like like I was saying, you know, like been registered for a month, you haven't subscribed, would be another kind of example.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm also thinking like whenever we post
a blog post,
whenever I put anything on notifications,
it's occasional.
It's occasional. It's sporadic. Like it's random. Right?
Nothing.
Nothing. And the actual sending emails out is fine on whatever happens, right? To all the people. But then you kind of also, I guess, by now need a way for people to unsubscribe. So then you actually need a kind of a preferences on their profile of what emails they want to receive, right? So if it's like a notification, then okay, yeah, I want notification emails, but I don't care about new blog posts or whatever kind of notification you want to send out. They kind of need to be in a category that someone can choose to opt out, rather than having them completely unsubscribe to everything. Right. So it's kind of, it's a little bit more complicated
Yeah. So then,
I mean, spamming people is easy, right?
But okay, so
But
let's
okay, so let's
we
just
talked
because
about
we
this.
talked
Now we
about
don't
this.
have
Now
to
we
do
don't
this
have
in
to
this
do
sprint.
this.
But let's write down
But
what
let's
we
write
talked
down what
about.
we
So
talked about.
Felix,
Felix,
I need to figure
I
out
need to
the
figure out
mail
the
gun what
mail
it
gun,
meshes
what it
basically.
meshes basically.
Then what?
Then what?
Well, I mean, like when do you want to send an email to someone? What is in the email, and whether there's any reason why you wouldn't send them an email, like because if they've completed the first lesson in the first week, but they haven't subscribed, then maybe you want to send them a. Are you sure you don't want to subscribe email, but you don't want to send them an email saying, "Hey, you haven't finished the lesson," because they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
I'll have a think.
I'll have a
So
think.
there's a lot
So there's a
to
lot
think about.
to
So
think
basically,
about. So basically,
I'll
I'll
just
just
write
write
all the
down all the
scenarios.
scenarios.
Write down.
Yeah, just like the content of the email, and then when it should be sent and to who.
The
Basically.
thing is that I like MailChimp a lot with how I could design everything. But now I just feel like it's we're back to me writing HTML. Or just literal text. Nothing else. It would be very nice. Like I could also include this picture, and then you can click this picture.
Yeah, I mean you can. Yeah, I mean you can even just like send a, like maybe just one, like for all the emails, just send a Word document of like a very rough layout. Right, it'd be much quicker. It'd be much quicker for me to just to add an image to an email or put this text in bold or something than like having to write an entire email editor.
Okay, so you mean I should compose emails in Word doc.
Yeah, don't worry about HTML. Just like kind of a rough and ready, or even just like Photoshop or whatever you're using, right? It doesn't even need to be Word.
You mean you would not take that. You would just look at it and sort of do your
I mean, like the text. I mean, I'd rather not type it out. So if you've got just a text document with all the content,
of course.
But in terms of like design, then you could maybe, for this email, I want this picture and then the text from this text file kind of thing.
Nice.
So okay. So then I'll figure
out mail
meshes
or not,
and maybe I'll ask you a few questions here. You need to be flexible here, maybe. Write down all the scenarios, blah blah. And also compose all the emails. And then
I think just design. I mean, compose design. I think once you've got the content, it's just kind of a case of how you want the layout to look.
So that's the main part. This is just mainly my thing. Then
and then once I've got like a kind of a, I guess like a picture of what it should look like as well as the text, then I'll just do the HTML side of it.
The HTML. Next thing also is that you need it on the profile. Student profile, user profile. Unselect. Choose what you want.
Yeah, and that's a bit more work.
But later on. We're not going to spam them either way. We're just going to say hello. So we're not going to get sued if they can't answer hello. Okay, good. I will do as much of this as I can, and then maybe next sprint I'll report back, and then maybe I'll ask you to do HTML then.
Brilliant.
Okay. I'll take a screenshot of that as well. Okay, good. I want to also let you know. This is by the way. This is Charlie. This here is Charlie. Lesson start. But this one, just so you know, there's no rush, obviously. What many people are wondering about pronunciation would be very nice. If you can have a think maybe or something. I've done. Not requesting you at all to do this. Just have a think maybe. If you're bored with something else, you can do with this. Here. There's a few different. Where did it go? Oh, ja. It just disappeared,
didn't it?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyways.
I
I sent
sent
loads of. Fuck.
fuck.
Here, it is here.
It is here.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Here, there are loads
there are
of
loads of
different websites here
here
that I thought
that I
apps
thought apps
that maybe
that
you could
maybe
use.
you could
If
use.
you're bored,
If
you
you're
want to have a
bored, you
look at
want to have a
this.
look at this.
I think you
I think
deserve
you deserve
to play around with
play
whatever you
around
want.
with
This
whatever you
sounds
want.
quite
This
fun.
sounds quite fun.
Maybe to integrate
To
this
integrate
into the
this into
system.
the system.
Just to let
Yeah.
Just to let you know,
something
there'd be
nice.
something nice.
But I think, well, the only thing I think with that thing is we probably have to pay some money because
It's all good.
It's all good.
the like the most modern browsers now have like a voice recording kind of API that you can use. So you can, which I was kind of, I mean, thought it'd be cool, but it would take too long. But like, for example, for the sentence stuff, right, that you're recording, instead of having to record it and upload the video, you just press record on there and then you record it through your laptop
God.
microphone, and then it just gets uploaded, which is kind of, it's doable, but it's not, I haven't played around with that browser API. And but yeah, so that would be kind of, I guess, Charlie's thing now to work with that, the browser side of actually recording the audio, but then
So just
you basically it's just kind of like Alexa, right? Alexa's stupid. It just like records stuff and sends it to the cloud, and then the cloud will process the audio, try and work out whether you want to play a song or order some beer or whatever.
But ours
doesn't even have to be that much.
It
This has to be
repeating what you just said. So like I just want to
hear my own voice.
Then later on, obviously, we could be like, no, this is wrong. Or give instant
feedback.
But I think there's so that actually, I mean, if that's all you want, that can be done just it doesn't even need to go to the server. That's just be done in the browser.
Nothing to save. Just
it just
and maybe hold it. And then when you release the button, then you hear it. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's another one. Really, the last one, I think. Can't even, yeah. Just to let you know. This one. So let me just mark out the Fur program. This one. There's really not too much left here. Automated pop-ups, not necessary right now.
Yeah, I think that's something we can leave till later on.
Yeah. And then there's also the each survey student. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that one, like I was saying, that I can kind of do like a almost a mock-up kind of thing, but that you can just use for you, right?
Yeah, incredible.
So I'll just put like another page, like Domino Classroom pilot program or something.
Incredible.
And then you click that, and then you get to see the 14 students and what they've been up to.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you. I will. Like these. I say that all the time. There'll probably be more things later on. These are the things that I've been dreaming about for a while.
Yeah, these are the only things that literally once you've done this, you can have a break.
Yeah, I think we
can agree on that. You know what? It's a little bit deja vu here, Felix.
No, it's not.
Every sprint, you're like, you know what? I'm done. This is it. This is like we get this one thing done, and then that's it. You can have a break. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right.
But I think can we agree on this now? And if I change my mind later on, you can put my head up. Let's mark what should be done, and then you should take a break. Like, don't work for a week. I want you to not work for a week. So you can't come back and complain. You fucking lazy ass something. I'll mark in green the fucking pre-vacay thing. Here we go. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, then I want you to
Then I want you to
take
take a break.
Can you accept
Can
that?
you accept that?
Yeah.
And then this is
post break.
but you need a
you need a
week
week
break
at least.
not to hear
Not to hear my voice.
Be nice, no?
This I've no problem with hearing your voice, Felix.
Beautiful, isn't
Beautiful, isn't it?
But, oh yeah, you should check out some of the cancellation feedback as well. There's maybe out of like however many, probably only one that's like tracks are coming past that is have an issue. Like most of them, they're either kind of neutral, where they're like, okay, don't have time right now. But a lot of them is like, oh, there was one girl. She was like, thank you so much. She's got to like level 9 and like spent like the entire year, and she's like, I feel like Felix is like my best friend. We've been hanging out for like 2 hours every single day.
Oh, brilliant!
I'm
awesome.
scared to look at this. But no, you should check them out. Like most of them, most of them are really positive. It's just like loving the course. But I've got to take work's got in the way or whatever, and I'll be back in a month, kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll send them. You told us you'd be back. Email.
Yeah. Where are you?
Where did you go? Good. I'll have a look at those. Thank you.
Yeah, and then the only other ones. There's one guy that's always complaining about the lesson summaries. That he's like, it seems like it's the wrong one for the video, but I don't know if, or the story time or something, like some of the story time, they're like maybe not the right ones. I don't know, but that kind of stuff I can't really. I don't have the original videos to re-upload in the right place.
It's all me there.
But yeah, just check some of those out, even the cancel ones. Like positive on the whole.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
No, I definitely look.
Okay,
thank you.
No worries.
Also, lastly, before maybe because we'll have a lesson tomorrow morning. And are there any issues with the flashcards? That's really all I'm interested.
I think everything.